I don't know why I'm still surprised and pissed off at this shit anymore. It's become such a regular occurrence. Oh yeah, because it's fucking fucked up. So the Charleston fucking church shooting. At first I was like, that is so tragic, those poor people, and then I was like, oh, I found out that it was a white terrorist who did it, so of course everyone's gonna fucking go on the terrorist side, and all the victims are black, so everyone's gonna be like, finding some way to apologize for the fucking white asshole who's a fucking terrorist. I mean, he fits every fucking description of one, who shot up a church, and a bunch of innocent, good people died. They're all, I've seen some sort of different approaches at trying to either apologize for him or to make it seem like, oh, it's not a white person or whatever. Like, of course, the typical mentally ill, which not only hurts on the racial side, but makes everyone think that mentally ill people are fucking homicidal maniacs, which we're not. But I saw a couple people were like, I don't think he's like white, he looks more like a light-skinned black person, like with a fucking picture, and then like people are commenting that they agree, and I'm like, dude's a pale-skinned blue-eyed blonde. Oh, sorry, Mitzi, are you trying to sleep? I'm sorry, I just saw her pop out of her hiding hole and then stare at me, kind of. I'm sorry for yelling. Oh, Mitzi's my favorite, if you haven't been watching my videos. I don't want to talk about issues, but the cuteness and the irritability at my yelling that's waking her up. Oh, she just went back to bed. Oh, sorry. But yeah, he's a fucking pale-skinned, blue-eyed blonde. That is as white as you can fucking get. And then, you know, there's the typical apologizing for him, saying, oh, how, like, basically, I saw this fucking comic that was like, this black victim of crime wasn't such a good guy. We found a photo of him smoking a cigarette, and then, when a white person does something fucking awful, it's like, oh no, how could such an honor student do a no-no? And that's exactly what they're doing right here. They're always like, friends describe him as soft-spoken and gentle, and he had plenty of black friends on Facebook, so no, it's not a race thing. Why are you guys putting this racial angle? Whereas if it was the other way around, they would have thrown the racial angle at it so fucking hard. And the only people who are actually, and also I saw this video, which I'll try to find it all because I was just like going through Tumblr, blog, I'll just go through my posts and try to find them. Anyways, I saw this fucking video about, like, people were trying so hard not to call him a terrorist, except for the people who were, like, done with it, America's racism. Because I'm sorry, but that kind of fits the bill for a terrorist, like, so badly. I don't live in that country, but, let's say we live in a country, but I can't believe that that country is so fucked up that it treats white mass murderers, like the media treats white mass murderers better than it treats black victims of these crimes. These horrible fucking murders and crimes and torture and everything else. And what, like, since when, like, I can't conceive how someone could be that fucking racist. Let alone a whole fucking country practically. Like, I can't understand it. I can't understand the level of racism in that fucking country. I mean, I'm a white person, and I was raised in a fucking conservative family, and my fucking relatives are racist as fuck. But they're not nearly as racist. Like, they're Canada racist. They're not at the level of America racist. Oh, my God, like, they'll keep that shit to themselves more than often than not, and they're when a crime happens, they're gonna look at the fucking crime and not the fucking criminal or victims, or, like, fuck, I just don't, maybe it's because I'm Canadian that, and I was gonna say that sort of shit doesn't happen here, but then you look at the fucking Aboriginal women who are constantly going missing and murdered and that there's no investigation into it. But anyways, And, like, U.S. is super fucking racist towards black people, well, pretty much everyone, but right now, black people, it seems to be really bad, but there's always the constant, Islamophobia and just general racism of anyone who's not white, but right now it's getting, like, dangerously, it's not getting that point, it's been that point for fucking ever, the whole history of the United States, and even before it was the United States, but, anyways, and there's so much happening recently that hadn't happened, that sort of thing hadn't happened to this level in a long time. Not a long time, a little while. I feel like it kind of got better towards like the 90s and early 2000s, and then it's gotten to the 2010s, and then everything's going to fucking hell again. It was like starting to get a little bit better, and then like fucking dropped right back down to fucking 60s level of awful. So, yeah. Anyways, enough about my own personal whatever, me constantly saying I can't understand this, it's not about me, it's about this horrible crime and the poor victims. So I am going to make a comment of all the victims' names, and I ain't going to fucking even look up the guy's name. I just saw a picture of him, I have no idea what the fuck his name is, because the thing is that he wants fame. He wants, even if it's infamy. I'm not going to give that asshole what he wants. I'm gonna fucking say he just blatantly, like anyone, if it was, say, like a Muslim person shooting up a white church, I'm just gonna call him the fucking asshole terrorist, and that's it. But I will put all the victims' names that I can find in a comment in the description, and I'll put the posts and comics and shit I mentioned throughout this video in sorry, did I say a comment in the description? Anyways, you get the idea. Description, things that were mentioned, victims in the comment section, you get the idea. Thanks, and my heart and prayers go out to the families of the victims and the community and the friends and everything else. Thanks for listening.